In the quaint town of Eldridge Hollow, announcements were rarely made without a tinge of mystery. Nestled in the foothills of the Wraith Mountains, it was a place where fog twisted through the streets like a ghostly serpent, and every shadow seemed to carry a history. The town's most notorious legend was that of the Hollow House, a decrepit mansion abandoned decades ago after the tragic disappearance of the Monroe family. Elena, a curious teenager with a penchant for the paranormal, was drawn to the mansion. She had heard the chilling tales told by the townspeople, how on misty nights, one could hear the echoes of laughter followed by gut-wrenching screams. On a dare from her friends, she resolved to explore the Hollow House, armed only with a flashlight and her unwavering courage. As Elena crossed the threshold of the rusting iron gate, a wind howled through the trees, sending a shiver down her spine. She stepped onto the property, her flashlight beam illuminating the decaying facade of the house. Vines crept along the walls like fingers seeking to pull her into the past. With every reluctant step, her heart raced, pulsing against her ribcage like a caged bird begging for freedom. Inside, dust hung in the air, suspended like memories waiting to be unearthed. She roamed through the house, peeking into rooms filled with old furniture covered in white sheets. Just as she reached a narrow stairway leading to the upper floor, a low hum filled her ears, drowning her thoughts in an eerie melody. Her curiosity piqued. She climbed the stairs, each creak echoing like a ghostly protest. On the second floor, Elena found a small library, the walls lined with books that seemed to have faded into whispers of their former selves. As she ran her fingers along the spines, one title caught her attention: The Whispers of Eldridge. Intrigued, she pulled it off the shelf, sending clouds of dust into the air. As she flipped through its pages, the words transformed before her eyes. They were not just stories, but confessions, accounts of hauntings and tragedies that had befallen the town. Suddenly, a chill swept through the room, and the whispers she had heard grew louder, forming coherent words that froze her in place. "Help us, find us." Shadows flickered against the walls, and Elena felt a cold breeze wrap around her, as if something was beckoning her. Determined to uncover the truth, she ventured further into the mansion, discovering hidden passages and forgotten rooms. Within one of them, she stumbled upon a locked trunk. As if compelled by an unseen force, she managed to pry it open, revealing family portraits and a tattered journal belonging to Margaret Monroe, the youngest child of the family. The journal was filled with accounts of fear and longing, detailing the family's last nights in the house before their disappearance. Margaret had written about strange occurrences, the nights when shadows danced, toys moved on their own, and whispers filled the air, pleading for attention. It became evident that something malevolent was at play. Suddenly, the atmosphere shifted. The air turned heavy, and footsteps echoed from the hallway. Startled, Elena clutched the journal and fled toward the staircase. With the whispers growing more frantic, she felt an urgency in her bones, as if the spirits were drawing nearer, desperate for release. Outside, the fog thickened, clinging to her skin like damp cloth. Elena knew she had to piece together the family's tragic end. Returning to her friends with the journal in hand, she enlisted their help to uncover the long-buried secrets of Eldridge Hollow.